Welcome everybody to the live stream. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're joining us from. Thank y'all so much for stopping by again. Shout out to Jacob Tanjay and Michael Beach of Life. I see y'all on here, man. I really appreciate that. The NTZ crew, the No Troll Zone. That's what this is. All my members, what's up, Blizzard Abroad? Keep pumping out them videos, brother. Jeffrey Tad, he said, what's up, everybody? Shout out to you, Cal, for always keeping it nitty gritty. Well, y'all know me, man. I'm not going to sell out. I love LaChine. I see you, man. Thank y'all. All my old heads, Mr. Dockers. Everybody, man, that's been following this live stream, I guess, for about 4 years. It'll be 4 years in August. Any new viewers and subscribers join us today, welcome. And anybody catching this on replay, peso is 58.79. It's creeping up. We want to see it hit 59 by the weekend. And I would love that. The topic is keep people out of your business if you want to enjoy your time in the Philippines. This is very important. We talked a little bit about keeping a low profile on our members only live stream yesterday. It was a great live stream. I went back and watched it. A lot of participation. But it's very, very important, you know, safety being the number one reason. But I just want to touch on a few things before we go on. You know, people are still talking about what's better, Thailand or Philippines. We need to stop that. If you're going to visit either country or wherever you go, you probably want to take advantage of what the country is known for, the strong points. If you come to the Philippines is known for the ocean, the beaches, the coastline. Okay, you know, some people are going to say the women. I love the water. If you don't love the water, you're probably not going to enjoy your life in the Philippines. But the Philippines has better beaches than Thailand, you know, from top to bottom. They just don't have the coastline that the Philippines has. I'm sorry. Thailand has all that fancy stuff that the Philippines doesn't have. Well, just enjoy that, but to keep on going back and forth, man, it's childish. Okay, if you go to Philippines, man, take advantage of what the strong points are. The drawing points, what draws people to the Philippines is the water, is the beaches. Ask anybody that. That's why there's so many Western women over here. You see them. But, you know, let's not do that. The video I just made, you know, what happened to that sweet province girl I married? Just a few cautionary tales to warn you about the consequences of being in a hurry, man. You know, it's like, I don't care how many times you talk about that, guys come over here and they let lust overrun common sense. One bad story equals 100 good ones. But we don't listen to the good story, so you got to tell that one bad story. Those cautionary tales of what happens, man, when you pull the trigger too fast. Okay? I mean, with this woman, imagine waking up dead like that. This woman has stuck a smoldering barbecue grill under his bed, shut the door, windows, and everything. She was 30, he was 61. You know, somebody, she flew into a fit of rage. I mean, rage is a powerful word. Okay, but you know, y'all think, oh, the province women are the best ones and all that. Well, they're all the best ones if you get to know them. One guy in the comments says, hey, you know, I knew my wife for 5 years before. And less risk that you're going to take. What's up, man, Ben? Yeah. What's up, TJ? Yeah, because you're in the Philippines now. He said, about not long, though, about to get up and meet my bro for coffee. What's up? Hey, what time is the Travelers? Thanks for that super chat. He said, King of Live Streams getting better and better, Cal. Well, man, I tell you what I was talking about. I'm cutting down on my live streams, but in reality here, this is what I do. This is my strong point. I mean, it's not going to pay you the bills, but it's my strong point. You know, YouTube doesn't put my live streams out there like it does my videos. A good live stream may get 3,000 views or whatever. But, you know, I do this for my viewers and subscribers to give them direct access to me, even though these live streams have turned into something totally different what times it travels. They're taking on a life of their own. Instead of people asking me questions about life over here and what to look forward to and what they can do, they don't do it. They basically just want to sit here and, you know, listen to me speak. What's up, Kaz? He said, I don't know, man. Southern Thailand coastline is pretty magical. Yeah, but I'm not saying that, TJ. What I'm saying is they don't have the coastline that the Philippines has. The Philippines has much more coastline than Thailand, meaning they have much better beaches. I was in Pattaya, man. I was so disappointed. I'm on Beach Road. You got that nice ocean there, but you can't get in the water. It's polluted. That's just one place, but I'm just saying, Thailand's not really known for its beaches. That's not the strong point. Hell, you go to Bangkok, you're locked in. Bangkok being the most visited city on the planet, bar none. So that's all I'm saying. Every place has its good points, but every place has its strong points. The beach, the water, the ocean is what the Philippines is known for, man. The divers come here from all over the world. Free divers, scuba divers, man. The coral is some of the best on the planet, if not the best. You can't say that about Thailand. But we're not comparing because that's immature. I'm saying if you love Thailand, go there and take advantage of what it's known for. If you come to the Philippines, do the same thing. Vietnam, whatever, guys. But to keep that going, it doesn't benefit anybody. That's all I'm saying. Philippines has a lot of coastline, man. There's beaches that people have never been to over here. 2,000 islands? Man, come on. What's up, Soul Snatcher? I finally got a day off. Hamster wheel to catch the live stream. What's up, Cal and Sunshine Joe's crew? Man, everybody needs a break. That hamster wheel's a beast. Okay? I'm sorry. We can argue that. It'll grind you up, man. Yeah, but we're not going to go back and forth on that, TJ. You know, I'm just saying the beaches are not the drawing point for Thailand. And if you want to compare beaches, I'm sorry, you're just it's all subjective. But I'm saying that when you got as much coastline as the Philippines does, there's going to be beaches there, man. And that's what the Philippines is known for. To say that Thailand's beaches are better than the Philippines, man, you're stretching it. They just don't have as many. For every coastline you told, man, the Philippines got 5 for every one. He said, amen to that. I went to the Philippines scuba diving as well in Cebu. It's one of the most beautiful waters I've ever dived into. Beautiful marine life. It's some of the most exotic, if not the most exotic marine life on the planet. I'm just saying that's what the Philippines is known for, but we've turned it around and said it's known for the women. It's not. That's the drawing point. That's what brings in all that big money. Go to any of these places, Boracay, Panglao Bahal, any of them, and you're going to see boatload after boatload of scuba divers going out there, okay, going diving. And every time you see one in there, it's about 4,000 or 5,000 pesos. It's bringing in billions of pesos every year over here, man. That's what the Philippines is really known for. Yeah, but TJ, you don't have to understand who's doing these lists. Those lists mean nothing. Those lists are done by tourist companies who are trying to get you over there to Thailand. We're not going to get into that, man. You know, I'm just telling you what the Philippines is known for. You don't see people going to Thailand for the marine life, to scuba dive, not like they do the Philippines. The Philippines has got talent beating that, man. Give the Philippines that. I mean, it doesn't have the code. I mean, it doesn't have the infrastructure and all that, but give it that, man. You got to surrender that. Okay, I'm sorry. The Philippines has it over Thailand as far as that's concerned. What's up? W Secret to Success. Beat Your Life said, please give this young man Blizzard Abroad a listen. He's working hard to bring good content. 193 subscribers. Yeah, click here. You know, we try to support people who are going to try to educate, right? Yeah, but that's not a strong point, man. You got to understand, K. Dallas. Even if they do, Thailand does not have the amount of beaches the Philippines has, guys. Stop with that. Bangkok is the most visited city on the planet. K. Dallas, you should know that. You go to Thailand, I guess. Not one beach there. Okay? I'm sorry, guys. You got to give the Philippines some credit, man. Okay? And that's what the Philippines is known for. Hey, Southern Purchase, thanks for the super chat. He said, how hard is it to keep your Philippines from spreading your business? They seem to be the messier ones. Well, we're going to talk about that today. Okay, because it's very important to keep people out of your business over here, locals and expats. Because I have one question. What is their need to know? This is what I don't understand. Why are we so quick to give out that information? Okay, it's too late for me, but I can help y'all. I can help y'all to avoid it. It's like there's so few people who ought to know these three major things about you. Really, four. But the fourth one is like common sense. But don't tell anyone where you live. Why is it so important? We brag about where you live. Now you're a sitting duck if somebody really wants to hurt you. Oh, I live in these nice, look at this nice subdivision I live in, a condo I live in. Guys, you're 8,000 miles from home. Okay, you really don't want to know that. You can show somebody where you live without telling them where you live. Okay, I could have built this house and no one would have known where it was located. Because people seem to think that they know you, man. We're strangers for real. We're total strangers. But they'll ask you questions that only your closest friends should be asking you. Yo, where you live? People ask me all the time, where you live, Cal? Is it hard to get to your house from Cebu and all that stuff, right? But they don't know me. Don't tell people where you live, guys, okay? But you would think that's common sense. It's not. A lot of it has to do with bragging. Look what I got. Okay. Why you are here? Whose business is it of that? Why you're here? Okay. Where are you going? This is really important. Don't tell people where you're going. Just show up and, if you're doing a video or whatever it is, then you're there. But you don't have to tell them where you're going so they can meet you there. Okay, why do these people have a need to know this pertinent information of ours? But we give it away freely. And he was talking about the women you're dealing with over here. When you tell her something, you might as well tell everybody. Okay? It's no longer a secret. Okay? As little about you as is necessary. You need to tell people. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Okay? People need to know as little about you and your past. It's necessary because they're going to use it against you. Okay, let's quit with this because y'all love to argue. I'm not going to argue with you about that. It's subjective, K. Dallas, okay? Let's call it a draw, okay? Let's move on. Okay, because the Philippines has some quality beaches that you'll never see. It's too many, guy. Have you been to Glen? The southern tip of the Philippines, have you? Answer that. Probably not. Probably nobody watching this has ever been there. It's about as nice a stretch of a kilometer of beach you ever gonna find in the Philippines. Nobody goes there because it's, supposedly, the NPA and all that. But I've been there. Okay, that's all we're saying. You can't talk about the quality if you've never been to all the beaches. If you're only going to compare a handful in Thailand and a handful in the Philippines. I'm just telling you, K Dallas, what the Philippines is really known for. It's the water, okay? But people get excited when you talk about the Philippines and Thailand. It's like it doesn't benefit me one way or the other. You can have your favorite. I don't care. It's not going to do anything to me, for me. He said 6 years ago, and I'm out of here. Great info with this guy. Hey, thanks, Lee. I appreciate it. What's up, Kevin? He said, guys, the members only live stream was off the chain yesterday. Let's see if Cal can pull off a back-to-back discussion. We're going to try it, man, because this is your live stream. Fresh Aloha says, Brother Cal, I agree. I'm a private guy. I always believe what people don't know won't hurt them. So the less people know about you, the better. This is true, but for some reason, we come over here and we spill our guts to strangers. We let them know where we live, who we live with. See, because I didn't say that yet. Who you're with. It's nobody's business. Well, how old is she? None. But we brag about stuff like that. They're going to use this stuff against you. There wouldn't be an age gap argument if people didn't know, oh, I'm 68, my woman's 28. But we brag about that. We throw that out there to strangers, and guess what? They turn it around and use it against you, man. Your safety is the number one thing you should worry about when you're traveling way over here. Don't take that for granted. But you're giving all this important information about yourself. And certainly not money, but of course, that's another thing we brag about. We don't, it's really unspoken, but you see all the big cars, motorcycles and everything, the way we live. Okay. Like, see what I'm talking about? The big house, you can brag about your money without even saying anything. But these are important things. You got to keep people out of your business over here because people are meddlesome over here anyway. Well, people are meddlesome by nature anyhow. When somebody doesn't know about you, man, it drives them crazy. When they never seen your girlfriend, you never put on camera. They don't know where you live over here. They don't know what you did for a living in America. They don't know your past. They're chomping at the bit. They want to know it. Okay? It's best that you keep that information secret. Okay? Hey, Sperling, he said, I sent you that recording. Hey, thank you. What'd you send it? Okay. Do you have a radio show or something? Man, I'll tell you what, I was just kind of feeling down a little bit. And I don't know why, because people always trying to attack me, man. I'm a human being. And sometimes, you just say, hey, I can take it, but, how long do I want to take it? And I'm at the gym and I open up my messenger and this guy sends me, man, the most uplifting message. He does some kind of a radio show or something. And it made my day. It snapped me out of it. He said, 44, she's going to be 24. I'm going to be in heaven. Yeah, see what I'm saying? I wouldn't tell a lot of people that. Okay? Because now they're going to call you a pedophile. If you want to come over here, keep to yourself, man. Keep your circle really, really small. We need each other to talk and stuff, but it's very few people that have that need to know over here. I can probably count them on my hand, probably on one finger. Probably the woman that you're sleeping with, but whatever you tell her, she's going to tell. So I'm just talking to y'all today, though. Okay? Because remember, we're strangers to each other. We really don't know each other. I don't know anybody's middle name in here. A lot of you probably didn't know I don't even have a middle name. I don't know your birthday unless you're a Facebook friend and Facebook reminds me. I know very little about you. Okay? So be careful. Yeah, I saw where he did that video. He walked to Alona Beach. I was staying in this little Airbnb right across from that hotel. I don't know what the name of that hotel is where he was staying, but he walked right past the little Airbnb that I stayed in. It was only $20 a night, right down from Alona Beach. Yeah, he said bragging rights for sure, but totally unnecessary. Because you don't know what people's motives are over here and why they want to know that information. He said some guys just can't keep their mouth shut. Thank you. This is true. But if you know what I know, see, it's too late for me. I'm a sitting duck for real. If people wanted to get with me, they know exactly where I live. They know my woman. They know everything about me because I was naive. Okay? So that's a big, big price you pay for not having a YouTube channel, but a popular YouTube channel. You pay a big price. I see now why a lot of these bloggers, they move in silence, man. Okay, because they know their safety is in jeopardy. Okay, but I'm just who I am, man. I'm not going to change. But a lot of people, you know, it's not good. It's not a good judgment on my part. He said the dollar exchange rate on Africa has hit an all-time high. Is it the same in the Philippines? Yeah, it's as high as it's been. They said 19 months when it was at 58.8. So it's at 58.79. So yeah, it's up there. What's up, Jungle Space Cowboy? Yeah, hit the like button. Yeah, what country? Yeah, you're right about this. But this is just because, first of all, our indoctrination and then the lack of travel. Angela Habib says the problem is I'm required to tell my ex-wife the address I'm living at. It's part of the Divorce Act. Yeah, but I'm just saying as few people as possible. See, she has a need to know though. Y'all got children together and everything. She's part of that need to know, Angelo. But we tell people who have no business knowing the important information that we give them. There's no reason for us to give it to them other than bragging and boasting and just being stupid. Okay? Yeah, but you don't know because you haven't been all over the Philippines. And it's all subjective. But we don't want to go back and forth. Just whatever you enjoy about Thailand, W Secrets of Success, enjoy it. Because I'm certainly enjoying what I enjoy over here. This is going to go on forever. Okay? Bumps and Bruces, which has a great channel. We don't watch it though. He said, I've been living over in Thailand for 20 years, Calvin. He said, people only go to a handful of places. Half of them TJ named. He said they know nothing about Thailand for real. Not enough to compare it against anybody. Same with the Philippines. We only scratched the surface of it. So whatever you enjoy in Brazil or wherever, enjoy that, man. But this going back and forth, oh, this is better and better, it's not going to get us anywhere. Okay, just enjoy it. Neil Davis said, Calvin, you know my real name. Well, you know, that's the thing that you don't want. Because these clowns on here, they do all these, they dock me all the time, but there's nothing there. I do not have a police record. I've never been in trouble with the police, guys. No one's looking for me, but they do it all the time. Because I gave them my real name. But they come up empty. This is what I'm saying. It's too late for me. Okay? If you want to sleep well at night, you're going to keep that to yourself. A lot of stuff. Okay. He said, Thomas Marshall said, this is true. People over here ask me the most personal questions I ever experienced before. And then when you voluntarily give the information, I tell you, man, you're headed for trouble, man. If you want to sleep good at night, let people know as little about you as necessary, especially your past, where you from in the States, okay, and all that stuff. What you did for a living, what years you were in the military. Man, this is important information, but we give it out to strangers like it's nothing. Okay, they're going to run a background check on you. They do it to me all the time. They're just so disappointed. Yet you know if it was something that these guys really had on me, don't you think they would have put it out there already? There's nothing. But it's too late for me. I'm trying to help y'all. I'm a sitting duck. That's why I have these 5 levels of protection over here. They think I'm playing when I talk about the liquid fire. You let one of these cocksuckers run up on me and put me and my family in jeopardy, I'm going to melt your damn face. That's the first thing I'm going to do. Then I'm going to kick you in the balls. Then I'm going to stab you with the damn the ice pick. Okay? He said, Thomas Marshall, a peanut vendor on the street, asked me how much money I make per month. Yeah, they're going to ask you. But when you tell your girlfriend that, guess what? She's going to tell somebody. And then they're going to tell somebody on and on, you know, Maryland, he earns $2,500 a month on that YouTube. And then they'll put it in pesos. And then they'll, oh, they rich over there. Hey, Maryland, can I borrow 5,000? You know, or I may even put my life in jeopardy. Maybe I'm walking down the street and they think I got 100,000 pesos in my pocket because they think like that. But we got to have these serious conversations because it goes over our head. Our focus is in the wrong place. Okay, sometimes our balls outweigh our brains in the Philippines, in Thailand, and places like that. Okay, I'm sorry, but that's what happens. You listen to your damn balls when you should be listening to your brain. He said, hi, I'm calling from the Ville. I've been seeing a lot of videos lately about the the most dangerous city in Kentucky. Well, it's not many cities in Kentucky. It's either Louisville or Lexington. All right? I'm sorry. So, but it makes for good theater. So that would, you know, either one is going to be in Louisville's, you know, a lot bigger than Lexington. So just by the process of elimination, you got Louisville. And it's so funny because me and Maryland, we were watching this couple ride through my old neighborhood yesterday. It was a white couple and all they were building it up as this. Now imagine this, they're shooting footage, but nobody's outside. It's quiet as a mouse. There's no crime going on. In every sentence they say, oh, shaking, don't come to this part of the town and everything, right? But there's crickets. And it's making them look stupid. Like, dude, you need to make another video somewhere else. He said, Calvin, your true brothers will never do anything to hurt you or your family. That's true, but there's sick people that watch these videos, especially if you're vlogging from the Philippines. Okay? And people think they know you. And they want to know this information about you for whatever reason. They've already tried to hurt me, but only with this doc. You know how they doc you, that new slang they use, where they run that background check on you, and then if something comes up. They can only do that to me because I've given them my real name, where I'm from, and everything like that. I don't want you to do that. Okay? This is a real conversation right here. One that you need to have with yourself. You know, why am I giving out this information? Hey, Marvin, thanks for that super sticker. You know, why does this person need to know this? Am I just trying to build up myself? Oh, I did 20 years in the uh, Army, and my last duty station was this, this, and that. Guys, don't do that. It's people on here who want to do you some harm. He says, I lived in Henderson, Kentucky for a couple of years. It was a small town, very peaceful. Yeah. It's not Louisville. And Louisville's not New York or Chicago. But it does have a rising murder rate because it's these old thugs, these old so-called gang members who, are killing each other for the stupidest stuff. It's not like, oh, you stole $1 million from me or something like that. Okay, my daughter's boyfriend, father of her children, he got killed. This bum didn't have a pot to piss in. He didn't have two nickels to rub together, but he's got these colors on and he's out there on the corner. They come by and shoot. He happened to get shot and he died basically for nothing. Now his children are going to grow up without a father. It's that sort of murders that's going on there. It's not like turf war where you're taking all my drug business or something like that. Or you sold me 10 kilograms of aspirin or something like that. No, that's not happening. He said, let's all gate crash the trolls meet and greet. They don't have them. See, they're smart. The trolls, they stay back in the background and they wait for us to give out all our information. Look how they did regular guy. I keep bringing him up because he's a recent case and y'all know him. They done, because of they found out his information, now they're giving him all kind of problems. Where he's from and all that. People don't need to know that, guys. I'm sorry, they don't. It's none of their business. RLV, now he's from the Philippines. He says, don't tell locals how much you make. The whole barangay would know. Just say, Tamalong or okay long, or, secret, okay? Associates are one thing, and friends are something else, okay? I doubt if you made any friends over here. Yeah, you've only been here 2 years. The Philippines just opened a little bit over 2 years ago. So you got associates, is what you got. You have no friends over here. Trust me, they will screw your woman if she let them. These guys that supposed to be your friends, they will do that behind your back. That's why you don't know. They don't need to know. No, we're just talking about keep people out of your business if you want to enjoy the Philippines. See, you got 53 shades darker in the Philippines. Okay. People don't know who you are for real. He said, speaking of theater, I told my girlfriend that the security here at malls, banks are tits on a bull. That's a new slang I taught her. Yeah. Most of the time, I mean, they're just paper mache for real. When the bad guys come in there, those guys get out of the way, okay? I'm just telling you. Not the police, but them security guys with the white. Okay, they're not going to put their life on the line for you. When the real bad guys come in there with them real machine guns and they rob these banks and malls and stuff like that, it happens over here every now and then. Those security guards wilt like a damn piece of spaghetti. Okay, they part like the Red Sea. They're mainly just walking CCTV cameras. That's all. They're just human eyewitnesses with these old shotguns that wait. I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what be going on with this Wi-Fi lately. He said, walk softly and carry a big stick. But the point I'm trying to make is don't feel any safer when you see those guys walking around with them old ass World War II sawed-off shotguns. They probably shoot and the damn bullet go like this, hit the damn ground when you go 2 feet. He said, any news on the Osama's murder? He had Kiwi tats. I didn't, but see, this was a big guy from what I saw. And there's no telling, man. You know, this is what I'm saying. Don't even let people know that you run in the morning. Take a different route. Sometimes when y'all see me walking, I take a different route because that's how they get you over here too, Andrew CJ. Okay. That's none of my business right there. I'm not even going to try to investigate that and find out anything. Remember, the less I know, the better off I am. He's done, pissed somebody off, but y'all just think I just be on here talking. This guy was big, shot several times in his head. They found him face down. There's no telling what he did. I'm going to stay in my lane. It's none of my business. Okay, but if you come over here and you thinking people over here are punks and you can walk over them because we're the mighty West or we're mighty Americans, you got trouble on your hands. Okay, man your own business. And did I forget to remind you? Shut the fuck up and man your own business, and that should go for people on the other side. Hey, what's up, Mike? Thanks for that super chat. He said, what's up, bro? Hey, you back in the fields yet? See, I just asked him fields. I didn't say, I shouldn't even ask him that. we just do it. He said, don't live a public life because even family will betray you. Just remember, a stranger will often treat you better depending on your relationship with them. We just freely give this information to total strangers. And then when it blows up on us, we get mad, okay? Because people are meddlesome by nature. We just automatically do it. You see, I just automatically did it like Mike, even though he's been to my house, I met him and his wife several times. I really don't know him. I can't tell you right now what his birthday is. Okay, I can't tell you his sister's name. Okay, I can't tell you what high school he went to. But I just asked, hey, you back in the Philippines yet? Maybe somebody's waiting in the cut for him. I don't know. He said the blogger off the Island Grid Armchair Bros Association always going in about his wife's age. They think she's 15. Oh, okay. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. When you put, you see, Marilyn just walks past here. I don't put on my videos anymore, but it's too late. They know Marilyn. A lot of people will recognize her if they seen her out. This is a problem. Now, if you just have a YouTube channel, and I'm not picking on Michael Beecher Life, his channel could be a whole lot bigger. But he's a moderator on my channel, so people probably know him. They probably seen him from some of the videos, meet and greet and stuff. But anyway, he doesn't have a popular channel. He just got a YouTube channel. Like a lot of people, they wouldn't know you from Adam. But when you're like, every man has a story, Filipino P, Old Dog, Geo, me, people, Rike, and all them like that. You got to be careful, man, what information you're putting out there. Because people recognize you, man, and they may want to do harm to you. He says, what about your girlfriend's family? Won't they tell everyone that you have or make? Absolutely. Because she's going to tell them, and it's just going to keep going. So money, especially, you should know that. Even whatever you're earning, you should let your girl know it's a far less than what you're earning. It's a shame, but you don't really know her yet. She doesn't have that need to know yet. She doesn't have that level trust yet. He says, I tried to make peace last night with someone, but I don't know how well it was taken. I'll explain at the meet and greet. Oh, okay. You know, I don't get that either. He said, yeah. He said, I've been watching you. That's how I remember when the fella asked you about the size of your manhood. They laughingly go deep with the third degree. Yeah, it was strange to me. Um, but the guy, the older man, he just walked up to me. I mean, a total stranger. I was really freaking out for real because, you know, he's looking at me, kept walking closer and closer. And I was thinking I'm going to pull out a few pesos to give him to back him up. He said, you probably got a big dick, don't you? And I just looked at him like, dude, you don't want to know that. He said, Rashad, you should check out Mindanao. You'll be surprised. They are built just right over here. Yeah, like whenever people ask me that cringy stuff, like where's the nicely shaped Filipinos? They all around. Filipinos are, remember, they're mixed with everything. They're not the typical Asian, but yeah, if you go down in Mindanao, you don't even have to go to Cagayan de Oro, anywhere like that. I was dating a woman from Cagayan de Oro, and she's in America now, by the way. She married a guy out in California, but I think he filed for divorce. I'm trying to question his motive, but it's none of my business. But hell, she was built like a brick house. 34, but what creeped me out about her was she was a widow, man, and you know, had the what her screen shot on her phone was her, her deceased husband in his casket. And I can't deal with that, man. I'm fighting against a memory. He said we should do a video comparing living in Africa versus Philippines. I think that would be interesting. Yeah, but it would take somebody who's lived in both for it to be an interesting place. And then, I mean, what would you discuss? Because you probably haven't been all over Africa. Remember, they show us the starving children and the droughts and all that, right? But they don't show you the places, Nigeria and all those big bustling cities that look just as nice in the West. He said, especially your girlfriend's family, don't tell how much money you have or making. It's dangerous. Well, you make a great point, and whoever asked that question before, because here's what happens. Most of the time when you hear about a foreigner getting killed over here, usually it's an inside job. The maid, one of the family members, or something like that. They probably think you got more money than what you have, or you got into it with them, and you've already disclosed information to them that puts your life in jeopardy, or puts your safety in jeopardy. That foreigner that they found, man, he wasn't a victim of some random killing. That much I can tell you. They're not randomly killing people over here like that. He said while volunteering in Louisiana, the same PG-13 thugs had their narrow asses on the roofs of New Orleans doing Katrina chanting, "Help me." Yeah. It's just, it just amazes me how tough some of us can be with each other. We're not the problem. If you're such a bad guy, do something about the real problem. They won't do it. Yeah, rule number one is real. He said the scariest thing about the Osama's murder is how little is being covered. Not even on the smallest of internet sites, probably a drug deal gone wrong. I won't even speculate. Okay, see, that's the part. See, that's what I'm saying. We're curious. And I'm not picking on you, Andrew. I'm just saying we're curious. We want to know what happened. And when you can't find out, it drives you crazy. But that's what you should do. Okay, I don't want to know. The less I know about that, the better off I am. I mean, there's no telling what could have happened. Remember, okay, I don't know if it was yesterday on the members only or the day before, but somebody came on here and said that over there, chew your food. Don't be talking with food in your mouth. But he said he broke up with the young girl, and the father asked her, well, you want me to kill him? You know, see, there's levels to this over here. You think you just dealing with the woman. No, it's a whole lot of levels, man. There's people watching you in that relationship. Okay, but you think that's all you got. Oh, if I just get away from her, I'm okay. But now you got the cousins, you got the father. Her couple Joyce is off topic, but looking to hear your thoughts. My big Shirley, baby's mother here in the U.S., wants to take the house. The car is being repossessed. Can't find a job with my college degree on the brink. Well, don't give up. That's the worst thing you can do. Okay, first of all, there's more fish in the sea. There's more houses being built right now. Certainly cars, it's nothing. They're giving all that away over there. Okay? Sometimes you might have to take a less paying job. It's better than no job. Okay? Take that can't out of your vocabulary and say, I can. I can't find a job. Because you can. If you're in America over there, I'm sorry, you can find a job. Remember, dream. What's your dream? Then you got to have persistence. You got to stand by until you, and do whatever it takes to get it accomplished. Then patience. That's the standing by and waiting. Then you're going to get the miracle, dude. Okay? Let all that happen, okay? So what all that you talking about on here, look at it. Read it for yourself. It's outside of you. There's nothing outside of you, okay, that's going to make or break you. You're going to make or break you, the decisions that you make. Don't be weak, man. Don't be talking about you're on the brink. For what? Okay, you kill yourself, now what? Nothing's going to happen. Don't give up. Okay? Keep going. Take baby steps. Believe in yourself, man. That's all I'm saying. He said, watching pockets is the most annoying feminine trait expats have. Yeah, I mean, man, but that's a whole other, but I don't know. Now, dick watching is worse than pocket watching. Worrying about who you messing with. How old is she? How many baby mamas you got? How many kids you got? Were you divorced or not? Dick watching is a whole lot worse than pocket watching. That's the most feminine trait expats have. How old is she? How many kids she got? Is she a single mother? You know, is she divorced? Who is she dealing with before she was dealing with you? All these questions we want to be all up in people's business over here. He said, greetings everyone. Hell, Cal, your recent videos are spot on, brother. I appreciate that. I'm just coming from experience. I'm coming from the mud, man. I'm talking real life stuff. Okay. We can do all that other stuff at a later date, but sometimes you got to hear the nitty gritty. You got to hear these cautionary stories. People don't like the real life stuff. They get offended. And there's no reason to get offended. Yeah, let's get the thumbs up. Yeah, but you know, it's any vlogger really, and you just don't know people's ulterior motives. A lot of jealousy's involved. You guys just don't know, man. I put that stuff on my shoulders because, you know, I live. This is how I'm able to stay in the Philippines and travel and do the things I want on my YouTube channel. I'm not gonna let people run me away from here. I take it away from me, but I'm a human being, man. I'm not a man of steel. You know, if they throw enough darts at you, one of them's gonna hit you square between the head. So it's a price that you pay, a very high price, because you can't reach out and touch these people. They just want to be aggravating and frustrating. Okay. Because for the most part, nobody bothers you, but you got those people out there. It pisses me off. I'm like, well, why would you want to dock me for? What is your motive behind that? What are you trying to do? They can't run their own life. They're too busy trying to discredit somebody else. He said, yep, anywhere on earth, best to keep your money business to yourself, even blood relatives. Everything, your location. They're always at, oh, where you live, Cal? I got a little smarter now. I say Negroes Occidental, about 4 hours north of Dumagetti. But they want to know where you live, who you live with, how old is she, where's she from, does she have any sisters? Yeah, he said, what a way to start a conversation. It's crazy. He said, yeah, I bet you got a big dick, don't you? Because that's just the crazy stuff that the myth that they got, for black men over here, that all of us are swinging dicks, basically. Hey, I don't know what this stands for, DBLK CPT vet. Thanks for that super sticker. But remember, people are meddlesome by nature, okay? Because people think they know you. They feel comfortable with you, so they'll ask you, yeah, how long you been divorced? Who's got the children? Are you paying? How much is your child support? Okay. He says, for those living in the city of Manila, June 24th, Monday, is declared a non-working holiday. See, I'm glad you give a lot of information like this because there's so many holidays over here that you wouldn't know. And then, okay, they go to, that's why I say, if you got a bank account over here, it's best you get some extra money on Friday because they're not open on Saturday or Sunday, and it's liable to be a holiday on Monday. Then you got to use one of them remittance services, and they busting heads, man, right now. The peso is 50. Around 12. Yeah. Yeah, 11:30. Be ready by 12. It's 58.79. If you go on Zoom or any of them right now, they're giving 56. Okay, they're busting your head. They're taking about 3 pesos per dollar. So if you get $100, that's 300 pesos they're taking. Okay, you do the math. Plus the fee that they charge you in the front. You do that enough. Or go to the ATM and they're busting heads too. They're kicking ass and taking names later. They're going to give you a good rate. They're going to give you the 58.79, but that's going to be minus fees. And a lot of these banks over in America, they charge you that international fee. So just be careful about that. That's the stuff you need to know. What's up, Philippine Paradise? He said, what's the topic? Keep people out of your business if you want to enjoy the Philippines. That's the topic. We could have that topic every damn day. Yeah, come on, guys. I mean, if you watched that video yesterday, I'm really hurt by her accusations. You didn't have to go for the juggler like you did. I didn't deserve that. Anybody can go back and watch that live stream. I actually said, I don't want to cause you any trouble. We love you. You're welcome to come back anytime. But you stabbed me in my back. I don't appreciate it. You don't know the trouble, the potential trouble you can cause me and my family over here. I mean, if you need me for content, maybe you need to get off of YouTube. But don't come on here starting trouble. I was talking to Alan for real. I mean, I don't even know you. I've never seen you before. Okay? I don't know. I never said anything about your fiance. So you're lying. Okay? This is a Calvin. Would it be worth the effort to help set up a business for your Philippines family to make money from instead of just coming to you for cash? Well, I understand that you have good intentions, but here's the problem. Most people don't have any business experience. They don't have a business plan. What business would you open? Okay. What business would you start? Okay. This is what I'm saying. He said, your topics supersede others. Sub number. Hey, thanks, Mike, for that super chat. See, that would be the question. Hey, Retired 2019, man, thank you for your super chat. He said, hey, Calvin, supporting the live stream. We want to wish you the best, brother. We know you fighting a battle. That's all I can say. And we wish you a speedy recovery, bro. But yeah, let's talk about that. Because a lot of people come over here with that good intention. Okay, if you're going to say, hey, why don't you go back to school and get a business degree? Because college isn't that expensive. She can take a business course over here for little or nothing and learn something about accounting, learn something about inventory, learn something about customer service and all that, profit margin. Because remember, you're coming from a dollar economy into a peso economy. It's very slow. And then you got to decide what type of business is it going to be that I think they could do, because a lot of people over here want credit. And you see what happened when we set up Donna Faye over there and baby Denise with their business. There was no reason she should have failed other than the fact she don't have any business experience. But we did what we thought was best. We set up a sorry store. We built it, stocked it, gave her cash money, so she's way ahead, but it didn't work. But people want to do that. They want the sorry store. They don't understand location. The piggery they want to do, the piggery. There's a lot of laundromats that popped up around, okay? I mean, that would be the only problem. They have no business experience. And it's just like, you might as well set fire to the money and throw it away, unless you're going to be there every day to help them run it. He says, if people devoted as much time and energy into working on something good for themselves rather than trying to dock someone else, they would have a better life for themselves. That's right. But you know, we're meddlesome by nature. You know, it's easy to sit around and point fingers at other people. Meanwhile, you're not doing anything. I'm so glad I'm past that. Yeah, I'm not going to get into that, guys. I mean, you know, I was really hurt. I've always tried to help her channel, be supportive, push people her way. But she went off on me. She was wrong. I didn't say anything. Go back and watch the video. Me and Marilyn watched it because I wanted Marilyn. Marilyn was upset about it. I said, Marilyn, I don't know what she's talking about. I really don't. I mean, but this is what happens when you're dealing with certain people. They're always going to misinterpret what you say. I don't even know her fiance. I never said anything about it. When I talk about you, I'm not talking about anybody personally. I said some of these guys, I said, I don't understand why these young women deal with these older guys. Some of them cannot even make love to the woman. I was not talking about her, but I don't have anything to prove. If she wants to keep putting that stuff out there, I want her to let her know that universal law is real, and it'll come back and smack her in the face. But you're not going to do that on my channel. I've always tried to help you. I've always tried to support you. Well, it's obviously jealousy. And misery loves company. Because, you know, I would say a very high percentage of expats over here are very low-key guys. They keep to themselves. They man their own business. They're living good lives. But there's always going to be that certain select group of people who see you and they want to be you. They just want to say, hey, I want a life like Calvin, but they don't want to do the things I want to do. I told you a friend of mine, I consider him a friend. He saw me, he's like, man, I want to be built like you. Yeah, but you don't want to go to the gym every day. You don't want to fix your diet like me and make the sacrifices it takes. It's not easy, man. And that's what it is, Arano in the Philippines. Thankfully, it's only a small percentage, but you know, they keep throwing darts, and eventually one's going to hit you in the forehead and get your attention. And you just make up your mind and say, hey, man, do I really want to? Is this really how I want to live? Yeah, this is another thing. Thank you for bringing this up. This is a perfect, I don't even got this down here. I don't. He says, everybody retired in the Philippines are not, even outside. They want to know how much you got to live in the Philippines. Yeah, they want to know your budget. That's too much information. It's none of your business. Okay, because first of all, it's not going to be uh, an accurate, um, it's not going to be an accurate budget. You're not tracking all your spending. You know how much effort that takes, how much time that takes. Every little receipt, because if Maryland goes to the market, guess what? They don't give you a receipt at the market. He said, keep people out of your business if you want to enjoy the life. That's right. It drives people crazy when they don't know anything about you. They're going to keep asking pride, and you don't tell them. It drives them crazy. And I was telling Maryland that, because we got a friend, okay, and we consider her a friend because we met her and her ex before here in San Carlos. They came and visited us. Well, it's obvious that she's posting on Facebook that she's with somebody, but she won't show him. And it drives us crazy. That's how it is. This is what I'm talking about. But she's smart not to show him, because she showed the first one and it blew up on her. It got her embarrassed and talked about. So now she's saying, hey, I need to keep that information private, who I'm with. That's one of the main three things, guys. I named like 6, but don't ever tell anyone, a very few people, where you live, guys. Okay? Who you're with and where you're going. Those are the main 3 things that people want to know about you. And you can throw in the money, but you should know better than that, including the budget. How much is your budget? That's a conversation we really shouldn't have. Everybody's budget is different. There is no one budget over here, guys, okay? I'm not going to respond to it. But, you know, we talked about keeping a low profile on the members only live stream yesterday. And, you know, staying off the radar, meaning don't draw any unneeded attention to you. Okay, having a channel like, man, it's too late for me, but I can help you. See, I've raised my head up. I poked my head up. They can see me now, so I'm an easy target. Yeah, sunshine shoulders. Just put that in there anywhere, my voice or anything, and they're coming. You're going to get some support from haters and all that. And this is what people do. I don't want you to go through that, because you may not be, your skin might not be as thick as mine. I've got some thick skin. And plus, I love the life I'm living. I work too hard to get to where I am. I'm not going to let some jealous, envious trolls and haters stop me. You know, success is the greatest revenge. But, you know, you do expose yourself to that. You're exposed. So people can shoot at you. He says, I'm late, but you're right. The less people surrounding you and knowing your business, an easier time will be. More relaxing, more peace, less gossip. Don't let people know where you're going. If you go to Boracay, just show up at Boracay. They want to know where you're staying. Imagine that. Where you staying there? How much is it? And a lot of times, uh, they're never going to show up there. But your enemy knows now. Okay. He said, "Don't worry, Cal. Tell them to eat a deep fried pig feet sandwich." Yeah. Yeah. Retired 2019. You know, sometimes the strongest battles go to the strongest warriors, man, the strongest soldiers, man. Because imagine if you hadn't embarked on that health journey that you were on long before you got your diagnosis. I think you would be in a whole lot worse situation. He says, "Why does everybody want to start a business in the Philippines? I don't want anything to do with making lots of money over here." Well, unless you're going to do something real, uh, what I want to say, not scientific, but yeah, I guess scientific or something's going to help the masses. You're not looking to earn a lot of money. I saw where the guy, that Philippine life, he's opening up a restaurant in Rojas. That's the last thing I would open up. But he's a popular YouTuber. Maybe a lot of his subscribers are going to come and, you know, patronize him. But man, look, that'd be the last thing I would open up in the Philippines, a restaurant. It's too many already. Okay, and once he keeps poking his face out there, showing, "Oh, I'm a foreigner, I own this," okay, it's not going to help his business, guys. He doesn't realize it. Some people are just so naive. Filipinos are very monolithic. They support their own. I can give them credit for that. Okay, they spend with each other. They support each other. They already think we've got money. So unless he's got the best food from here, from Rojas City all the way up to the northern Luzon and everywhere and south of Glen, man, that was he bit off a lot. I wish him the best of luck, but if you're listening, man, do not open a restaurant. Okay. I don't think there's enough foreigners over here, Western foreigners, to support it. I hope I'm wrong. But that would be the last thing I would open up. It's too competitive. It's just any restaurant, the profit margin is very low. Now you can do it. There's a lot of reasons some people do it. You know, you can get a lifetime visa over here if you employ 10 Filipinos full time. Now I'm talking about a real job. You're taking out Social Security, you know, and all of that. You're paying them and everything, taking taxes out and all that. And that's a good way of giving back. Maybe it's just a dream of his. I don't know, but that would be the last thing I would start. But like I said, it could be a dream of his. Yeah, yeah. I don't have time for it, guys. It's just not worth it, man. It really hurt my feelings. You know, you got to be careful who you help. You don't know their motives. You know, I've always welcomed her on my live streams, push people toward, hey, go support her and everything. I don't know her. I've never seen her before. Now all of a sudden, she takes something clearly out of context, meddling. You can't be in my live stream and think people aren't going to respond to you. This is a conversation. Now, you know, she's blowing that dog whistle, talking about I'm disrespecting all Filipinos and all that. Guys, come on. See, this is what I'm telling you. Hey, Retired 2019 said, "Enjoy your life, fellas. Don't be afraid to go for your dreams. Get off the hamster wheel." Man, this is a powerful message, dude. You really ought to come on the channel, man, and talk about this stuff, because they won't listen to a healthy person like me. Okay, they don't understand that you don't know how much time you got left. It doesn't register in our minds, Retired 2019. But then a guy like you who's full of life, who's taking the world by the horns and saying, okay, I'm gonna enjoy my 4 quarters, now all of a sudden you get diagnosed. Okay, it's like somebody hit you in the face with a sledgehammer. They'll listen to you. They won't listen to me, man. People don't understand how sacred life is. It's precious, man. You know how much your pension check is, that direct deposit. You know that it's coming every month. You don't know if you're going to live 5 minutes from now, but we take it for granted. We take it for granted, man. I'm going to keep preaching it until somebody gets it, man, and says, you know what? To hell with this extra $500 a month I'm going to get if I retire at 65 versus 64. I'm done. I've given y'all all that I've got for 40 years or whatever it is. It's time for me now. The guy that worked with me at DuPont Chemicals, man, 40 years he gave that place and didn't live to see a month. He died within a month. It was a year or a month. I can't remember, but I think it was a month after he retired, he died. I don't want them odds, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah, thank you, Beats of Life. He says, I think you mistaken the comments of us in the chat. Calvin did not disrespect you. Blame us in the chat, not the host. That's right. I'm saying, but it's easy to come after me, Mike, because my head's, I poked my head up so she can throw darts at me. It's like, I don't deserve that, lady. You know, you're putting those lies out there about me. You don't know who's been sitting back in the cut wanting to hear that. You know, can hurt me or my family. Come on, man. Y'all need to stop that. Eric Powell, thanks for that super chat. He said, preach, brother. Many veterans passed shortly after retirement. This is something, thank you, man, for the super chat. And thank you for bringing this up. Somebody else was talking about this. I don't know if it was you or somebody else. Okay. But they said, do you realize that when people retire from the service, they're dead in a certain amount of years too? Okay. Somebody brought that up. And that was an interesting number. It's like after 5 years after retiring from the military, they're dead or something, you know. He said, Cal, would you consider yourself an orator? No, I just, you know, I've been doing this for 4 years. I was an insurance agent for 16 years. I'm talking about on the front line. And, you know how to put words together. But it's easy to talk about your life, Kamal. I mean, it's not like I'm talking about rocket science or something like that. But I'm a conversationalist. Yeah, I would consider myself that. Or orator, no. Hey, Don, thanks for stopping by. It's my homeboy. I think he's out in Texas now. Yeah. That part, man. Would you even want to know? Would you even want to know when you were going to die? Would that make you live a more fuller life if you knew what day you were going to die? I think not knowing should make us live a fuller life, take more risk, live out our dreams. Okay, but we're going to keep taking that for granted. Like walking into a locker room and complaining about the swinging dicks. Yeah. He said you can't spend that 500 if you're in the cemetery. Yeah, that's what people do. Is, oh, I'm gonna do 3 more years because I can go from 1,500 to 2,000 or whatever it is. Give me mine now. Let me enjoy it. Especially when you start getting in your 60s, man. I mean, you only get 30,000 days to live, basically, unless you some freak of nature. When you get to 60, now you're in the 20-something thousand you've already used up. It's almost as if you know when you're going to die. Your time is running out, man. But your time is running out. Your life is running out. Hey, LL Treasure, I guess it stands for Florida Treasure. He said, you're doing a great service for us by sharing your thoughts and ideas and information about the Philippines. Well, I appreciate that, man, because it's really all I got. Okay, if more of us did that, if more of us really got on here and told you how they really live, instead of the bullshit that you see on YouTube, which I don't knock it because, I can't tell people what to talk about, but it's just too much bullshit out there. People are afraid because they're afraid to stick their head up. They're afraid somebody's going to chop it off. So you see the most general of topics. And you say, man, why can't you make a video like, what happened to that sweet province girl that I married? Like, what happened? She changed. You were so sweet. I mean, you promised to give me back rubs and foot massages. Now nothing. He said, Cal, we have to start asking for waivers to talk. All talk has to be approved. I don't know, but somebody made, I could be wrong, Kamal, but somebody made a statement like they said, if you think, we were talking about something, he said, man, you ought to look at the statistics on people who retire from the service, retired veterans and their death, rates and something like that. This is true. He said you get more views by playing nice with other YouTubers and starting drama. Yeah, I mean, it's not starting drama. I don't start drama. I've got over 2,100 videos. I've never made videos about any other vloggers, anything like that. But you do get more views when you seem to be the nice guy and you're telling people what they want to hear. Okay, but I'm doing you a disservice if I don't at least give you some nitty gritty, and because then you're gonna say I lied, because the vlogger's the first one to get thrown under the bus when things don't go right for you over here. And how many of those videos on YouTube? Oh, I was lied to. They gave me some misinformation about the Philippines. No two stories are the same, but we're always going to get thrown under the bus. So when you see these relationships, no one wants to say, well, this is not my first girlfriend. Because they know, then they're going to say, well, why should I take dating advice from you? That's exactly why you should take dating advice from me, because I've had the failures. I've tried and failed. Okay, if somebody just tries and you got that long relationship, what are they hiding? No. I was interviewing, and this is it's the last thing I'm going to say about it. Because, guys, it's nothing. Okay? I was interviewing Alan, and I asked Alan, because Alan said, I'm wondering to myself, why does she want to be with me? I'm 66. I'm overweight. I got a big belly, and I can't get it up. Okay? Because I said, well, what do you think she wants you for, Alan? And then here she comes in there. So I said, okay, well, give it to us from the horse's mouth. Tell us why y'all deal with foreigners. Why would you deal with a foreign man who lives so far away from home, far away from you, rather, who's older than you, who has nothing in common with you and can't even make love to you? Okay, I'm asking that question. That's all I did. You see my tone and everything. I'm just having a conversation. But it was people over in the comments who were more or less, pushing back on her answers and giving her problems. But she took it out on me because she can't put up there my she has to make it about me in order for it to gain some traction. Okay? And I just don't appreciate that, man. I help too many people over here for that. I helped her. Yeah, that's what it is. She's gonna take this, but I told her on there, I said, look, we love you. You're always welcome to this channel. If you don't believe me, go watch it. I had no idea this was coming from her, man. But it kind of shows you guys what you're dealing with. See, she's making my point for me. Where's that sweet province girl I married, I met? Okay, because they'll turn it around on you real quick and stab you in the back. He says, Mitch says, I would want to know when I would die, but I'm probably in the minority on that. I don't want to know, man. Because what if they said tomorrow, Mitch? 3 days from now, you're not going to be able to enjoy your last 3 days. Because you're going to worry about when's it going to happen? Where is it coming from? How's it going to happen? You don't want to know that. I don't think you would want to know. Yeah, but I did. I can't see her. I did block her, but I can't see her comments. I don't know why she's able to comment on this live stream because I certainly blocked her. I don't see it because I don't have time for it, guys. Life is too short for that. To be, I mean, fires I'm fighting. I'm always putting out fires. I don't have time for that. He said, my brother had just gotten 100% disability and died on his couch a month later. Yeah, because you never know what people are going through. Imagine if your brother knew he was going to die a month later. Do you think he would have lived his life better? You think he would have took better care of himself, or would he have spiraled into depression? Oh, only got 30 days left. I really don't think you guys want to know when you're going to die. That's why you should live now. I mean, don't give a damn what people think about you, say about you. If you want to marry a 20-year-old woman, do it. Damn it. You want to buy that convertible, buy it. Whatever it is you want to do, you better do it now. Quit putting it off because the next moment's not promised. We seem to think it is. Okay, we seem to think it is. He said, I retired at 57 and people thought I was crazy. Live life now before your time is up because the clock is ticking. I crawled out of there at 55. I literally crawled out of there. I could not convince my wife, look, I'm sick. You don't understand. It's a fairy tale to you over here, but it's killing me. I've been over here my whole life. Let's take a break. America's not going anywhere, just like the Philippines is not going anywhere. But we seem to think that way. So she couldn't wait to get back. Where you back now? What happened to through sickness and health and all that stuff? Worrying about a damn visa. That's what it was about. Her friends told her, oh, if you're out of the country over 11 months, you're going to lose your visa. And she panicked about that. She couldn't sleep at night. Listen to that bullshit. Not realizing that, woman, as long as you married to me, that's the last thing you got to worry about, the damn visa. Let it expire. We'll get you another one. But that wasn't going to happen because I could have sent your ass over to Guam for 1 week or whatever. I sent you back to the States for 1 or 2 weeks, but that wasn't the solution. She wanted to live in America. And so I let her, okay, go. But remember, I didn't sign up for that. Now I'm made to look like the bad guy, okay, because I'm living my life, okay. I'm sorry, but I'm not. Hey, he says, thanks, Marlon, for the super chat. He says, sir, do you keep in touch with your old Navy crew? No, there is one guy who I went to A school with who stops by every now and then. He said, I thought that was you. And, he messaged me on Facebook. And he stops by here every now and then. But, man, that was 40 years ago. No. Because the Navy, in the military, you get close to people. But then when you get out, everybody goes their separate ways. You start families. You do all that stuff. Okay. It's almost like going to high school with people, except it's a tighter bond, I believe. Okay. Hey, what's up, Hybrid 711? Thanks for stopping by. Now, this brother's in Thailand. You just got certain people that love Thailand, Vietnam. Some guy, what's his name? Patrick Blackrock. He's in love with Cambodia. But it's always the Philippines versus Thailand. It's never Thailand versus what do you say, Cambodia or nothing. Hey, Jesse James, thanks for that super chat. He said, thank you for preaching this message of how precious, sacred, uncertain life is. We appreciate the wisdom and encouragement. Truth is gold, Cal. We take this stuff for granted, brother. Time, health, and money. Health and money you can recoup. You can reverse. Time is irreversible. What you did yesterday, you'll never get that back. And I don't care what your religious beliefs is, whether you have them or not. No one knows what goes on that other side. William Shakespeare said it best. He said, what little we know about death, life should be a paradise. Can you say it any better than that, any clearer than that? But it's not. We put ourselves through hell over here, not knowing what's waiting on that other side. If anything, most people will tell you nothing. You go back to the earth from which you came. He said, hey, Calvin, how are you, muscle man? I'm feeling great, man. I'm probably I say this all the time, but it's true this time. I'm in his best shape. I'm in the best shape of my life because I'm combining diet and exercise. See, every other day I'll do weights and my routine. See, yesterday I did weights and my routine. Today I'm just going to do my routine. And now that they opened up that the rooftop at Viper, man, it's on a whole other level, guys. I promise you, man. Whoever came up with that was a brilliant idea. You go up there, it's fresh air. You can see those mountains behind you. It pumps you up, man. I'm able to do 3 sets of my routine. Eventually it'll be 4, or however many how far I want to take it. But without diet, I'd be wasting my time. And once I put them two together, man, it encourages me more to go because I know I'm going to get the results. You see people that they've got a big losers contest going on now there. It's $500 to join, $10,000 for first place, $2,500 for second, $1,000 for third. But you know that people they're just in there working themselves to a frenzy. But you know they're not dealing with the diet part, which is really the hardest part. Okay, that's what's going to make you lose weight. You cannot outwork a bad diet. I'm sorry, man, okay? He says, Cal, if I was on death row and they asked me what's your request for your last meal before you die, I would tell them a big bowl of rice. I would eat it one by one. Well, hell, it don't matter. You'll be eating that damn thing in the electric chair because once 6 o'clock comes, because that's the time they kill you now, at 6. They don't let you spend the rest of the day worrying and babbling and all that, crying. Hey, let's get this clown out of here. Strap him in. Then you'd be eating fried rice. That's what you'd have for your damn last meal. You'd have some damn fried rice. Crazy, man. He said, 2028 is my year. I can't wait. I hope I live. Yeah, I'd be doing stuff until the end anyway. Why not take a trip somewhere, man? Because I look at these other vloggers, man. They be everywhere. These guys, like Austin Holloman, different ones. They'll be in Africa 1 week. The next thing you know, you turn around there in Brazil, then Thailand. See, these guys aren't retarded, by the way. Okay. But the thing about that hamster wheel, it has a ball and chain that comes with that. You're only going to be able to take 2 weeks of their vacation at a time. And and they should give me hell to take my 2 weeks together. Okay? They want you to take 1 week. Like, what can I do for 1 week? By the time I get settled and get adjusted, hell, it's 3 days, my damn vacation's over with. You know what I'm saying? 2 weeks is nothing over here. They go by so quick, it'll blow your mind. Yeah, thumbs up, guys. Yeah, I shared it. I actually did it last night, but damn, my damn head was cut off. But I might just put that on my members only just to do it. It's my routine. But it was after I lifted weights, man, because I'm pushing myself. He says if you get your retirement account to 500,000, you can live off dividends of 4%. That's 20,000 a year. That's enough to float you until Social Security kicks in. Get out the matrix, yeah. But man, that's a lot of money, man. It's not impossible. This is what you should be thinking about when you're 21. But who has that type of vision? Only a small percentage of people. That 1 or 2%. The rest of us, man, we're gonna live like we're gonna die tomorrow. I'll do that later. Or once your 401 gets to a certain amount, you start borrowing from it. A lot of people, they can't invest because investment is a long-term strategy. We're not used to that. We're living paycheck to paycheck. We can't put that money in there and forget about it, because remember, that takes self-discipline. Discipline is waiting until Monday morning for the banks to open up because they're closed on Sunday. That's discipline. Self-discipline is leaving that money in there when the bank's open. Hey, boo-hoo, what's up? RV said, Cal is 1 or 2 vloggers who inspired me to get off the Philippine hamster wheel, was experiencing physical stress. Hand, feet shaking, eye problems, now all gone. Yeah, you'd be surprised. Listen, I'm not on here talking, man. That hamster wheel is a beast. It's not designed for you to be working all those hours and then all those shifts. Look it up if you don't believe me. When people are working these third shifts and these swing shifts, they're dying of heart attacks, the strokes, aneurysms, all chasing that dollar, man. It's all tied together. Friend of mine bought a big ass truck. He's older than me, by the way. I think let me see, if I'm 61, he's 63. It's his money, but I mean, you know, in America now, they're giving these 7-year car loans. Like, come on, man. It's crazy. But somebody told me that the other day. He said, man, I'm shocked that, you know, when I did that video, it was kind of, the video kept getting dark and light. That's because of the damn camera. But he said, man, I'm amazed at the way you going like that. You know, it never occurred to me, really. I've done it my whole life. But, you know, you stop and you think, man, I'm 61. I'm just a freak of nature, I believe. You know, somewhere in my father or mother's DNA, man, I'm 61. I'm still fucking 3 times a day if I want to. You know, I go to the gym like that, man. And you think, well, 61 isn't old. Man, I'm telling you, 61, you're up there. They picked 62 to get your Social Security for a reason, because we wasn't living that long back then. But that is, you know, it is pretty amazing. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying, when you look around, it's not too many 61-year-olds in that gym. I think I'm the only one. I know in America they got this fitness kick and stuff like that. But I think you got to understand, Alan is only 66, guys. He's only 66. I'm 61. I don't need the blue pill or the red pill or the pink pill or whatever they put in and stuff. Matter of fact, I had a subscriber send me some stuff from Singapore because he's got a business and he got the real stuff, guys. Merlin says, don't take that stuff. You don't need it. I mean, it was really, really good. That's all. No, see, that's what I'm just saying. He said, Calvin don't have to answer, but do you do? I don't do any of that. I mean, I didn't grow up in where I grew up, man. We didn't even have discussions like that about vasectomies or TRT or any of that stuff, man. But today's a new day. Maybe they're talking about it now, but when I was growing up, it was just, taking better care of yourself, exercising, eating right, even though we didn't do it. That was the only discussion. A lot of it has to do with good genetics, but that's where it is now. See, people at the gym, they don't want to give me credit for my hard work. I got to stop them because the trainer be like, yeah, well, he's got good genetics. I'm like, look, dude, I'm in here working every damn day. Don't put it all on genetics because I was 30 pounds overweight with these same damn genetics when I came to the Philippines. Give me some damn credit. Put some respect on my name. I'm in this damn gym every damn day. But it does have something to do with it. He says everyone should look into long-term water fasting. Well, I looked that up, and that could be dangerous for some people. But you're right, look into it. But I don't know. If it's all about losing weight, then yeah. But when you get older, now I'm taking it from the professionals, because see, I used to follow, what's his name? Funk Roberts. And he's got a program, but he just made it simple. He said, look, when you get over 40, and you want to boost your testosterone and stay healthy, so you need a balance of good fats, carbohydrates, and protein. He said all them fancy diets don't do us no good. It actually works in reverse. And I took that to heart because, yeah, look at him. Go on YouTube and watch him. He's not this big old bulky guy. He's like, I want to be. I want to be lean. I want to be cut. I want to be strong. Hey, Steve, thanks for that super sticker. Now, this guy just said something. Wait. He said the food in America is unhealthy. It's killing us. Because it's all about a profit. I've never seen, okay, over here they grow bananas on trees over here. But the bananas in America, they're so big. And they're not as sweet as the bananas over here. It's that old GMO stuff. Okay, everything, they poison our food, the air we breathe, the water we drink. When people, this is years ago I read this. I don't know, 10, 15 years ago, I read that 1 out of 3 of us is going to die of cancer. And I thought, wow, it's scary. Couldn't be real. But it's true. So many people not only contracting cancer, but they're dying of cancer. And it's like, well, it's not even in my family history. It's the food you eat, the water, the air. You're a goner, man. And no one's doing anything about it. So to fight back against that, wouldn't it make sense if you ate better, more cleaner? It's easy to eat clean. It's more expensive. Exercise and just enjoy your life, every damn minute of it. I don't take any time for granted. People, they think you're a freak because you want to have sex every day. I don't waste a hard on because it could be my last hard on. I say that out of sincerity, man. I don't waste, man, that. If I got a willing woman next to me and going to give it to me, I'm taking it. He says, Thomas says, after I went online and started meeting different Filipinos, I wanted to see what I was like for people that look like me and found your channel, Cal. Yeah, I just want people to see me as a man in the fourth quarter of my life who's trying to just eke out every little bit that I possibly can out of my life because I wasted so much time. So much time is behind me that I wasted. So I said, okay, if I got 1 week left, man, it's gonna be I'm a party for this damn week. I'm not gonna sit around crying and complaining. And I want people, especially who are younger than me, to stop taking their lives for granted. I mean, we always talk about religion, but it doesn't. All the years you've been going to church, but you still living like a bum. You're still killing yourself. You're still smoking cigarettes, and then you say, "Well, we all fall short." That's bullshit, man. Somewhere along the line, those teachings gonna have to change you, man. If they don't, I'd go to another church then. But that's what amazes me. He said, "Don't take no blue pills. I'm scared it would do a reversal down the line." Well, it wasn't for that anyway. 53 Shades Darker. That the hard-on was a side effect. That's why they say, hey, be careful when you take them damn blue pills. It was a side effect for some type of blood pressure pill or something they were taking. You look at the ingredient in there. But they do these clinical trials. I used to be part of it. That's how when I first got sober and I couldn't get a job right off the bat, I would go to Cincinnati, Ohio and be a part of them clinical trials. And they did all this stuff like that. And they see the side effects and they say, look at that. He's 75 years old and I gave him this medicine. He got a heart on. Let's find out. And they break it down. But who wants to have a heart on for 4 hours? Okay, I don't just want to just sit there and just be beating the damn walls, okay, until they crumble. I want to finish. I want to get a climax. That's why they call it that. But some of us think, well, if I don't please her, she's going to leave me. Okay, because that's new to me. Until I start coming to the Philippines and women start talking, I didn't even realize that at some point men stopped coming. I didn't know that. Some guys over here don't come. They just have sex. And I'm like, I don't want that. I don't know if, is that, I thought the climax was the whole point. That feeling of release, that's what drives us crazy. That's what's got us spending all our money and spinning around in circles and flying all over the planet. It's not a hard-on. It's the climax. So if you can't get that, I'm staying on the damn couch. I'm sorry. I would spend my money on myself. He said, if you sit at home and not get out in the heat, it may work. Walk outside for an hour and you'll probably pass out. What are you talking about? I would rather walk outside, first of all, to get that vitamin D from the sun. They say 15 minutes a day. These are people who know what they're talking about. The sun is actually good for you. It's really the Son of God that people talk about. Without that sun, you're not here. I don't care what religion you follow. I'm just talking common sense. That sun up there maintains your life. Okay? Photosynthesis, it makes the plants grow and everything. Okay? It amazes me, and I'm over in the Philippines, they're trying to hide themselves from the sun. I'm like, you need that sunlight. No, don't stay out here for an hour and lay down in the street and get burnt to a crisp, but you need that. But you're hiding from the very thing you need. Yeah, that sleep, man, is important. But if you're eating right, you're going to sleep right. But if you're drinking caffeine at 10 o'clock at night, black coffee, you're not going to get any sleep. Yeah, that food, man. He said chickens are smaller in the Philippines, but they taste much better. One of the few African friends I've ever had, his name was Emmanuel. I once think he was from Nigeria, and he worked at Tyson Foods. And he told me, he said, the thing that really stopped him from eating chicken in America, He called it 3-week chicken. He said, Calvin, it would come in as a chickling, and 3 weeks later, we were sending it out the door. They shooting it up with all that stuff over there. He told me that he worked firsthand on the line over there. He said, our bananas are from Central America. Yeah, I don't know where they're coming from, but they're not the bananas over here. They're huge. I don't see there's so many different types of bananas over here that when you come over here, it'll freak you out. You know, that's what you say, man. If you want something different, then come to a place like the Philippines. Because I never knew there was that many types of bananas. All I saw was the big Dole banana. That big 8-inch, big-ass banana that was never sweet. But over here, man, them little bitty bananas are sweet. And the biggest bananas they got are about 5 inches long. And they're really like a ton, man. If you craving for like a candy bar or something, you eat one of them damn things, it's gone. He said preservatives and everything. Sugar even added to chicken broth. Yeah, I use an app called Yuka. Well, that's true because, you know, I talked about it on her before. Sugar is not only used as a sweetener, but a preservative. That's what it's in there for. I was shocked. I was eating some salted almonds, you know, almond salted. And I looked there and it had 1 gram of sugar in the damn thing per serving. 2.5 servings. So 2.5 grams of sugar. I'm like, well, I can't taste it. It's to extend the shelf life. And sugar's a bad boy. You know, and less stress. Remember, we stress over every damn thing because you done gave the woman the pin to your card. Now y'all done fell out and she's got the card. See, that'll cause stress. He said, me and my wife's family members have succumbed to cancer. I believe it. My neighbor across the street from me in the United States before I moved here, he was married to a Korean woman and she died of stomach cancer, man. I mean, it crushed him. I mean, she was young.
Daddy, where's my doll?
Where's your doll? I think it's over there. Let me see. Wait, y'all, I gotta get Booby's doll. I think it's over here. I'm not sure. No, because I gave it to you. I don't know what you did with it. It's not here. No, here it is. Here. Get that out of here. Yeah, because he married her, man. I'm talking about this guy became, man, he was resentful after that. It was like night and day. He was one of the nicest guys, man. After she died, man, he became one of the most evil men. He ended up selling his house and moving out. I don't know where he moved to. But yeah, his wife died of stomach cancer. And then there's another guy who follows this channel. His wife died of cancer, but she was from Japan. Yeah, he says if people stay in the gym, eat right, most people won't need no blue pills. And, you know, it is about you are what you eat. That has a lot to do with your testosterone levels, the certain type of foods we eat. They say don't eat up too much soy sauce because that has like estrogen going on. And it's just different things you can eat. But once you get on those medications, see, that's the thing. I'm not on any medications. And I'm not going to knock on any wood or anything like that. When I used to buy my suits, well, not my suits, but my ties and shirts from Dillard's, there was a black man. I didn't know how old he was until he told me. He was 77 years old, working in there, you know, sharp every day. And I was shocked. I was like, man. He would not take the prescription. He said, that's why I'm in the shape I'm in. He said, I'm just going to die, you know, without that stuff in me. because there's just as much side effects and everything. A lot of the medicine they give you for cancer, it's what kills you. It's what killed my mother. Cancer didn't kill my mother. It was all the drugs they gave her that killed my mother, man. That's what killed her. Yeah, she had cancer, but that's not what she died from. She died from that concoction of radiation, chemotherapy, and all them damn drugs. Her body couldn't handle it. Yeah, this makes sense. But now it's all about profit. It's about keeping stuff on the shelf longer. That's crazy, man. So the preservatives in the food are going to transfer into your body. It's taking dead bodies longer to disintegrate now than it used to. That's why when people open up them graves for some reason, the body's still intact. Because all them damn preservatives you eating in your food. He said, sometimes we already know the answer, but we need to hear it from somebody else. And it still don't help. It still don't help. We live as if we're going to be here for 1,000 years. I mean, everybody knows that smoking is going to eventually kill you. It's going to have some health effects, but they smoke anyway. Everybody knows that alcohol, your body wasn't designed to drink alcohol, but we do it anyway. There's ways that they make it taste better. But once it becomes a habit, hey, Blizzard Abroad, thanks for that super sticker. You don't have it, it has you. Remember, when you're in the grip of something, you don't have it, it has you. So now it controls your life. How many cigarettes you gonna smoke? It controls your mood when you don't have the cigarettes or the dope or the alcohol. I don't want nothing to run my life, man. I promise you, I knew sugar was killing me a long time ago, but when I realized it was a drug and it had control of me, I didn't want that anymore. Having been controlled by drugs and alcohol for so many years, that's what got my attention. That's when I said, I got to put this sugar down, because I was watching on YouTube just yesterday and they did an experiment. They were giving rats sugar and cocaine. They took the sugar, man, over the cocaine. Okay. They were, that's what they were addicted to, guys. This sugar, this processed sugar is a bad, bad boy. Okay. If you don't hear nothing else, I tell you today, man, put that sugar down. It's hard. It's the hardest thing you've ever done because it's a drug. Hey, know thyself 23. Thank you, man. And welcome to the Sunshine Shoulders community. It's going to be one of the hardest things you could possibly do. That's why I'm still looking for sugar substitutes and all that, man. Sugar is a drug. Okay? But until it's all the way out of your system. I mean, with this processed stuff. Because, I need the fiber from the fruit. Even though I cut back on the fruit. Because I don't want to become a diabetic. Because you're not supposed to eat a whole bunch of fruit. Now, vegetables is different. There's no limit on the vegetables, but fruit, yeah, you really have to limit yourself. It's so addictive. And if you don't believe me, stop. Just stop. See if you can do it for 1 week. I mean, no sugar at all, no from fruit or anything. Man, you're going to see, it's just crazy. No, I don't eat rice. I haven't had rice in over 40 days. See, this is a lifestyle change I've made. It's not a diet. So there's no cheating or anything. It's more about what I'm not eating. The things I used to love, rice, candy bars. Man, I used to eat 4 or 5 Kit Kat bars every day. Haven't had a Kit Kat bar, a Snickers bar, gummies, energy drinks. None of that stuff, man, that had that sweet, heavy concentration of sugar in it. Okay? And it's amazing, man. I don't even crave sugar anymore. Now I drink my coffee. Now I do drink coffee, but I drink it with milk. A guy gave me that, man, and I'm telling you, man, we learn from each other's experiences. This guy, Sydney, he's 89. He said, Calvin, we were talking about it, just my diet. And he says, I eat, because I was telling him I was trying different things in my coffee and nothing worked, so I'm going to quit drinking coffee. He said, no, before you do that, he said, try this. I use milk in my coffee. And I'm thinking he's talking about instead of cream or using milk. He's like, no, he uses uh, the instant coffee like me, Nescafe. He said, but just use milk instead of water. And that made all the difference in the world. Now, is it adding weight to me? I don't know, but it's okay to use milk, dairy product, because I use very little, just milk. Every now and then, I'll put some cheese, like Marilyn's making me chili today. Now, I'll put some cheese on that. But if you want to see how powerful that sugar is, just try to stop. And you're going to see that's a drug. And you're going to be like, these dirty dogs. Look what they've done to me. He said, I'm chilling here in Nebraska. I wish I could say I miss Louisville. Other than family, it's not what it used to be. Yeah, everything changes, man. But it's good to change your surroundings. That's good for you. That's what he said right here, Kevin Hill. It's good to change your surroundings. He said, Kit Kat is my jam, man. They're addicting. Kit Kat bars. I would eat 4 or 5 of them a day. They're addicting, man. It's delicious. See, they don't sell Milky Way bars over here. Not in San Carlos City anyway. Maybe I could go to Cebu or one of those big cities. But see, if they have Milky Way bars, I'd be fighting with people, man. He said, green tea, Cal, thank me later. Now, every now and then, if I need tea to sleep, I've got some infusion in there. That if you have trouble sleeping, it'll have infusion tea. I don't even think it'll have tea, it just have infusion. You use that, and it's going to knock you out. He said, put honey in your coffee, it's natural. Now, we bought some 100% natural honey for my tea when I use it. But I'm going to tell you what happened to me the other night. It turned me off. I'm going to have to wait a few days to get out of my system. Marilyn was sleepy, right? And put too much honey in my tea. And because I hadn't had the sugary taste for so long, man, I got sick. I got physically sick. When you don't have that sugar like that for a long time and you get that real sweet taste. I mean, I was really sick. I couldn't sleep or nothing. Tossing and turning. It was all in my taste buds. It was all in my system. I wasn't right, man. Mitch says, I tried the milk coffee. I love it. I usually don't buy instant. And I bought decaf. I drink it in the evening. It's awesome. It is. It made all the difference in the world for me. I've never even thought about that. He said, yeah, just use milk instead of water. I'm addicted to that now. But it's a good thing, because usually I drink a cup before I go to the gym. It kind of pumps me up. He said, if you're trying to imply you're a doctor. He said, Calvin, were you healthy growing up? I was. But, we didn't eat healthy. If you grew up, I grew up in the 60s. I was born in 1963. So, I grew up in the 60s and 70s. And, my mother used to cook with that damn lard. I know, that wasn't good for you. Chitlins and, basically a slave's diet is what we had. Piggers and pig feet, pigtails, all that crazy stuff we used to eat, liver and onions and But brown beans that were good. I didn't like them when I was little, but now I would do anything for a bowl of brown beans with diced tomatoes and onions. Oh man, with old slice of cornbread. Even though I don't eat cornbread, I haven't had cornbread because I was addicted to these corn muffins that they sell in. It's like Jiffy. You ever heard of Jiffy? I was addicted to them. They sell that in Kenny Rogers here. But with all the sugary Kool-Aid, we really didn't eat healthy. We didn't go hungry, but your mother and them do the best they can. We'd eat squash, we'd eat okra, which I hated when I was little. Now I love it. Everything I hated when I was little, squash, okra, that sort of thing. But I never got over my distaste for souse meat. Y'all know what souse meat is. It's a bunch of bullshit pork thrown together and they make some type of luncheon meat out of it. But we ate bologna sandwiches. We just ate a poor person's diet, what I had. But we were active though, which, your metabolism's so much faster when you're younger, so you could burn up all that foolishness. But no, man, my grandmother died when she was 66. And she had like a diabetic stroke, man, and it hurt me, man. It woke me out of my sleep the other night because I remember, let's see, I would have been 16 when she died. Just that grotesque look on her face in the casket. They couldn't fix it. And it was from her diet, man. And my grandmother was the sweetest woman you ever want to meet, but she died it was so horrendous, man. See, my family didn't live long. And I never met my grandfather on that side. My father's father lived to be in his 80s, but hell, I just remember him in the damn hospital bed in my grandmother's living room. So we were not eating good for real. Hey, what's up, Paul? Yeah, he says raw honey improves testosterone. Hey, thanks, Laurie. Said you have great discipline, Calvin. Good job. It's hard. It's hard that first 2 weeks, and it just starts getting a little bit. I don't crave sugar anymore. It's been almost 40 days. Okay. I don't crave it anymore like I used to. Okay. I mean, it's a drug. You're going to crave it. Just do it for a few days to convince you that it's a drug. And then you can get back on it. Just to, convince yourself, say, hey, this is a legal drug. But thank you, Laura. I quit cocaine, I quit alcohol, all other drugs, but sugar was by far the hardest. Yeah, Kit Kats are the bomb. He said sugar's bad for your health, but sugar substitutes are full of chemicals. It's even worse. Yeah, I mean, like I said, but I'm not addicted to sugar substitutes. I'm addicted to sugar, Edwin. That's what I'm saying. I could take or leave equal and all that other stuff because it's horrible for real. It makes some things bearable, but I could do without that. Okay, that's not going to have me fiending. Remember, this is a lifestyle change. It's really not trying to be, of course, the benefits are going to make you healthier. But no, I wanted to get off that sugar. I love chocolate cake, man, but it's not good for me because I can't. It's like trying to use crack in moderation. You can't do it. It's the same with me with cookies, cakes, and all that. I can't do it in moderation. They've got a place here called Red Ribbon. They make some of the best chocolate cake. And probably eventually kill my damn self. because I can't eat chocolate and sugar in moderation. But that damn equal and all that other stuff, that stevia, man, it's horrible. I mean, I paid all that money for that stevia, and I promise you, ask Marilyn, I used it once. You know, that little bitty teaspoon they give you with it, man, it makes stuff, it's got the worst aftertaste you ever want to experience. And you like, it's okay. Yeah, and see, this is what I'm doing now, but just a process of elimination. He said high nutrients foods, you know, beef, eggs, butter, which I've got real butter in there, bacon. We can't have bacon in St. Carlos City unless you get it from the restaurant. Chicken, fish, you know. I don't do yogurt because it's got the sugar, okay? Yeah, even peanut butter I had to quit. But yeah, let's get back to this while we got a little bit of time. But we can always we can't talk about time, health, and money enough, because a lot of us have made those mistakes in our earlier years. Now, if you're going to do it, now's the time to do it, when you need all of that the most. You got very little time left. You know, your health is waning, so then you might as well start fixing it. And then, of course, your money. That's our biggest fear. Are we going to outlive our money? Tay International says, I have known sugar was a drug since I was a kid, and how we would go crazy for the pineapple flavored now ladies. Yeah, and all that stuff. That shows you how diabolical our societies are. They get you hooked on this stuff when you're little for the sake of money. It's all about money. They don't care that it's going to kill you and cause type 2 diabetes. They know all of that stuff. Coke and Pepsi and all that, you know, these big corporations, man, they flood your mind with all that promotion and marketing and subliminal messages. You can't help yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. Same thing with, man, I worked in Brown and Williamson Tobacco Corporation. They didn't make cool cigarettes. I'm trying to think what was their big brand. I can't remember. But I used to work in the research and development department when I first started there. They put chocolate in the cigarettes. They put different flavorings, strawberry, to make it smell good. If you ever really smell the tobacco before they, you know, roll it up and all that stuff, man, it's got the greatest smell. I mean, in those laboratories, because they add chocolate and all that to give it that aroma and everything like that. Yeah, I was in the Navy. I didn't retire. Yeah, Jollibee's mango pies. Yeah, man, we could go on and on. I was addicted to this stuff. Ice cream. I buy the kids ice cream now. But keep people out of your business, man, if you want to enjoy the Philippines or really enjoy your life. It's too late for me. That's why I wanted to have the discussion. Maybe I can help you with the locals and the expats, man. Keep your circle small. Let as few people as necessary know about your life, your comings and goings, who you with, okay? Where you live especially, your routines, how much money you earn, how much you got in the bank, how you receive it. Because here's what I'm trying to tell you. If you don't think that's important, you know, here, a lot of the beggars here, they get smart. They stand outside the M. Lawyer and the pawn shops and different places like that. They know either you're going in there to send money or you're receiving it. And they'll scare you, man. You got to be careful over here when you go pick up money or go to send money, because they're there. And ever since that woman got stabbed to death in Dumageddon, I look them in the eye, man. You know, I just tell them, no, man. And I keep looking at them till I get in the tricycle or whatever. Because I'm not going to give a drug addict any money. A little kid, I'll buy him something to eat. But a lot of the guys, they're the same ones I see all over. It's very few here in San Carlos. Because this isn't Cebu. But they're there, man. And they look spooky. You know, it's like, because I was there before. I see the desperation. But that's where they are. Or outside the grocery store. You can't go in the grocery store without money. So don't let people know that where you live, you're a sitting duck, man. Because there's people over here who may want to do you some harm. They think we all got money. Expats are jealous of each other. Oh, look at the nice looking woman he's got. But I can't get a woman. There's a lot of jealousy involved. Your safety, man, is what you should be worried about. But we don't think that way. We're literally giving important information to strangers. We don't know each other for real. They see me on here every day and they think they know me. Y'all really don't know me. But they still ask those questions, those probing questions. And sometimes I slip up. It's too late. I put all my information out there. But that ain't enough for trolls. They still dock me. They still pay that money to do a background check on me, thinking they're going to come up with something. I mean, that's about as disrespectful as you can be. It's none of your business, man. But that's what they do. Because I gave them my real name. 53 Shades Dark is not his real name. Don't ever give them people your real name, man. Be careful who you tell your real name to over here. The people you think is your friends, man, they not. They'll screw your wife if you don't watch out. Okay? Especially who you're with. Now, okay, because they want to know, how old is she? That's the first thing they ask. How's your woman? I don't know why they asked it. I guess to feel better about themselves, I guess. I don't know. But why do you want to know how old my woman is and where she's from? Is she from the province? That's none of your business, man. Why do you need to know that? Do you have a need to know? Okay? Just remember, these are strangers, guys. We don't know each other. Yeah, that mango pie is something, man. Chocolate is a beast, too. Yeah, them candy cigarettes. I remember that stuff. Yeah, I mean, okay. I've got expat friends over here and their wives. They wear all their fancy jewelry. And, you know, you can't tell people what to do. I wouldn't do it. Over here? Oh, man. No way. Okay. That's crazy. I wouldn't do it. But they do. I mean, nice pieces of jewelry. Big diamond rings, man. You know, I wish my woman would wear a big ring like that. You putting both our life in jeopardy. You want to be invisible. That's not the way to be invisible over here. He says, people actually asking for those information. Yeah, what the fuck? That's definitely a red flag. But they do it. You know, people are meddlesome by nature. And when you don't give them the information, it drives them crazy. You know, that's why they like, hey, man, why did certain bloggers don't put their woman on camera? You don't know where they live. Okay, they won't show their face. I won't do that. I'll show my face if I was a blogger because you want some connection with your audience. But you don't have to give them your real name. These people, these aren't their real names, guys. They're smart. I wasn't. I didn't know anything about YouTube, man. He said, what advice can you give me for military service? What do you mean? If you think about going in, I say it's a great move. And if you have the self-discipline, because they're going to discipline you, but if you have the self-discipline to stay in there for 20 years, man, it's right. It's really a genius move. If you see some of the guys over here, man, they're so young that they already retired, really. And then some of them get out and go back to work for the post office and different things like that. But there's a lot of guys over here who are young. They're retired already in their late 30s, early 40s. That would be the move. I was talking to my son about that. He'll be 14 this year. You know, he was born and raised basically in the Philippines. I think he moved to America when he was, I want to say he was 10. No, I want to say he was 12. They've been there for 2 years now. And I was telling him about it. You know, he's too young now. And I was telling his brother's 2 years older than him. And he's 100% Filipino. He's Filipino through and through. He's having a harder time adjusting in America than my son. And I was saying, hey, if you want to get back to the Philippines, join the service for 20 years. You come back here and be rich. He said, I was video chatting a girl from Cebu today. I'm 34. I told her I'm going there next week and staying for 3 to 6 months. I'm a pretty decent looking guy. She wasn't interested. She wanted to talk to my dad. Well, that's another subject altogether. But it's true. She know you don't have a pension. Okay, she's thinking, well, what's going to happen after the 6 months? Now I'm stuck over here. I probably don't caught feelings for you. Now I'm stuck over here. And no one wants to do the LDR. They'll do it if you promise you're going to bring them over. If they got something to wait for. But they're just not going to do it. And you know, if you could just see some of these women and the videos they make, they need to make more. I saw the video on Facebook. You don't see them on YouTube. The woman's crying her eyes out. And all the comments, because they support each other. I hear you, sis. I wait till I get home before I cry. You know, you don't know how hard that LDR is. It's extremely hard. It's insanity, really. I don't know why people do it. Yeah, he said you never know, strangers are like demons in disguise. Even though, you know, all friends were strangers at one time, we're literally strangers here. Okay, I don't know how long it takes for you to establish that trust with people and open up to them, you know, and vet them and say, hey, can I tell this guy really who I am? But we're strangers and we give out some crazy information, man. You know, especially when it comes to money, you know, we're bragging over here. I'm bigger than you. He says, how far is Dumaguete from San Carlos? 166 kilometers, which is about 100 miles, I would say. He says, man, I've seen brothers in Thailand and the Philippines wearing all their gold chains and their fancy watches and stuff. Straight bozos, folks. Yeah. Folks be looking. You know, really, you're invisible over here. And you say, what do you mean, Cal? We're foreigners. I mean, when people walk past you on the street, they see you. But the minute they get past you, their mind goes back to the job, getting something to put on the table, making ends meet. That's what I'm talking about. They don't spend a whole lot of time worrying about us. But when you start wearing those gold chains and stuff like that, driving around in big fancy motorcycles and cars, they're seeing you opening up businesses over here. They're seeing you, man. Before John died, we were having dinner, and there was this guy was from Europe. He wasn't American. And he's sitting there with his wife or girlfriend. And John started talking to him. Come find out, he had opened up a sorry store, right? He said, I was doing pretty good, but then the bad guys showed up here in San Carlos. He said they wanted a crazy amount of money. He said it wasn't even worth me. It wasn't even worth us keeping the business going. We wasn't gonna, that's all our profit. You know, We want our cut. You want to be invisible over here, man. So if you got any dreams of opening up a business, do it where you don't have to deal with the bad guys. Do Airbnb, a sublease, or something like that. You guys are missing out on a great opportunity. Foreigners are coming over here now. If you're in Cebu, Manila, Dumaguete, places where tourists are coming, hell, rent a 5,000 peso a month apartment, fix it up, and put it on Airbnb, and double your money, triple it, depending on where you're gonna get it. You got to use your head, but you got to stay in the cut, man. But you have to ask people when they start asking you questions like that. He said, that's why I selected nameless. Yeah, you were smart. You say, well, do they have a need to know? Why do you need to know his information? What day I get my pension? I forgot to answer this question. He said, where's the next meet and greet? It's in Davao, July 27th, 4 p.m. at the Aeon Towers. It's going to end up being, when 53 Shades said he's coming and Sam McCall said they're coming, that tells me right there there's going to be a lot of people there. They're coming from Cebu, and then he's coming from Cavite. Yeah, he said, I want to join the Navy for 4 years. I joined the Navy because my brother did, and also that I didn't go in there to fight. And, I didn't go in there to shoot anybody. I'm just telling the truth. So I picked what I thought was the easiest one. I didn't realize being out to sea would kick your ass. Okay. We did that 73 days off the coast of Beirut. Man, you go into a whole other world after that. I mean, and we had a good captain, though. He realized tensions was getting tight. People was fighting. So we ended up going to Naples, Italy, I believe. Where did we go? No, we went to Haifa, Israel. Sorry. Yeah, he doesn't show his face, but his channel's not growing. He's not well liked, really. He's got a following, but you got to engage with your audience. I just think it's important. Yeah, the vow. Yeah, it's going to be good. Because TJ did it and he don't play. He said the son you brought on the live stream. No, remember I went up in the mountain province, way up there. See, when y'all talk about the province, man, I'm talking about this is way up the mountain. I even go on my video, you'll see I rode with when the guy was taking me up there, I had my camera. I wanted to show y'all how far it was up in those mountains. You'll never be able to find that place unless somebody takes you up there. He lived his whole life up there. Then all of a sudden he had to come to America. Man, it was a big jump. But I'm proud. He made the honor society. He was chosen. But his brother's struggling, man. His brother struggling. She says they're going to be food. Yeah, you got to buy it yourself, probably. We're giving back. It's not like my meet and greet that I did where I paid for the food. When you have it at a place like Aeon, you got to buy your own food. Our Air Force. He said, yeah, I'm serious. He said, I'm serious. Yeah, and I'm serious. That's why she wants your dad. Because they know the young guys, they even suspect older guys are having all that riffraff, but certainly the young guys, they know y'all aren't serious. And they don't have time to be a pastime. That's what they call it over here. It's so many women that had their hearts broken by these young guys, and then they'll turn around and break the heart of the old man. It's an evolving circle, man. Yeah, it's about 100 miles. He said, Calvin, great points on security. Also, it's better to dress down. Cheap watch and cheap wedding band. That's all I would wear. Yeah, I just wear simple stuff. I try to blend in as much as possible. Okay. I got one nice pair of Ralph Lauren dress slacks in here that I pull out if somebody's getting married. I was gonna wear them to 53 Shades Darker's wedding, and I got a couple of decent enough polo shirts, but none of that fancy stuff I used to wear in America. It's not needed over here. It's too hot. I got some nice. I want to say I brought them with me when I came. I want to say Johnston Murphy. It's either Johnston Murphy or the other penny loafers. Here they are, right here. Yeah, but you see, I don't wear them, but they're brand new, guys. I don't even wear them. Look at this. They're Johnston Murphy. These are expensive in America, but I don't even wear them. Every now and then I dust them off, literally. If somebody's getting married, and put them on. That's the only memory I've got. If y'all don't think these are new, look at this. Look at the heel. And I used to wear these at work when I was, but I drove most of the time. But they're brand new with me. But thank y'all, man. I'm getting ready to get off here. I see Marilyn's cooking my lunch. Thank y'all for your super chat, super stickers, all your thumbs up, all your support for me. If Filipino Raquel is listening, let's bury that hatchet. Life's too short for that. Don't make videos on my back. Okay, it's gonna backfire on you. You're welcome to come back on here, and do whatever it is you do, but I don't have a problem with anybody. Do something positive for yourself today, ladies and gentlemen out there. Okay, if you haven't walked in a long time, walk around the block. But I want to give you that sugar challenge. I want you to go without it for as long as you can. And some of y'all ain't gonna be able to make it a day. Just to prove the point to yourself, to convince yourself that these people aren't playing over there. That they really going for the juggler, man. They want to control you hook, line, and sinker. But take care, everybody. Stay safe, stay out of trouble. I'll see y'all next time. If you haven't watched that video, go watch that video. What happened to the sweet province girl that I married? Philippines will change on you, man. Okay, when people show you who they are, believe them.